Hey there guys, CrossFlux here, welcoming you back to Let's Play Metroid Zero Mission. In the last episode, we obtained the Ice Beam from Norfair, explored the new region of Kraid, and even defeated the boss Acid Worm in this very room right here. In today's episode, I'm going to start things off by exploring the pit where the Acid Worm was stationed to show that he was actually hiding a secret. But no secret shall be left unturned for me. So, nothing super fancy or anything, but more missiles is always a plus in my book. So, to fill out the rest of today's episode, we're going to actually just go ahead and call it here. Yeah, that's all that I really wanted to show you guys, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode. So, have a blessed day, and I'll see you then. Oh wait, you're still here? You actually want more? Okay, well, I guess I can do a little bit further. So, I guess what we should do is probably explore some more of the region of Kraid. So, to start things off, I'm going to head all the way back to the save room that was at the very start of the area. But I'm not really going to speed up or cut through to it because it really won't take very long at all. Assuming I can dispatch these enemies quickly enough and not take too much damage in the process. Acid, jump flies, alright, not too bad. So, instead of actually going to the save room, we're going to head straight down this vertical shaft, and we're actually going to go all the way down. We even have to bust through some ground there in order to get to where we need to go. So, heading off to the left here, we immediately take damage. That's a good start. So, there's a lot of enemies in here. I'm just going to use my missiles, because missiles do a lot more damage. Wow, I'm really taking some abuse here. It's not so bad if you actually take it slow and methodical. I kind of rushed it, which is why I took so much damage there. So, kids, listen and don't do what I say. Just listen to what I say. Don't do what I say. Anyways, we find the map room, and we see that there's a lot more to Kraid than what meets the eyes. So, this region's a lot bigger than we initially thought it would be. But that's alright. It just means that we have our work cut out for us. So, heading underneath this platform here, we have another one of those cannon things, and we can use that to propel ourselves upwards. Ooh, more missiles. I like. So, take out these guys down here, and hop across. So, this missile is a little bit more difficult to get, because it takes a decent amount of time in here. What you're going to have to do is plant a bomb to make sure this conveyor belt goes across, go to the left, and then use a bomb on yourself. And hopefully, if you time it just right, you can do what I did and get caught by the conveyor belt and have it hand deliver you to some missiles. So, now that we've done that, we're going to make our way up just a little bit further and actually head into this door on the left here. There's technically a few other doors that we can enter, but all those doors lead to dead ends for the time being. So, I'm just going to cut to the chase and head to where we need to go. Jump and shoot, just like Mega Man. Head through some tiny crevices, and we'll be meted with another conveyor belt. Miracles of modern technology. Don't even have to walk. Alright, so, heading straight up here. Ow, I bonked my head. Now I have a boo-boo. Samus, walk it off. Rub some dirt on it, you'll be fine. So, I'm actually taking a short little detour here. This area is not actually where we really need to go. It actually holds two little mini-bosses. As you can notice, those guys have tons of health. But if you're rolling in missiles like I am, just letting it fly through the air, like you don't really care, then you can give those enemies there a taste of your buffet that we've collected along the way, and claim even more missiles for it. So, you may be wondering, if all the other doors in the area were dead ends, and we just made another complete circle, then where do we go? Ah, I'm glad you asked. It's actually a little bit confusing. This area down here can be blown up, and somehow that drains the acid that was in this area. And we've reached a new area entirely. I love the hallways. So we could head through this missile door here, but I'm going to spoil a little bit and say that it would lead to another dead end. So we're going to bomb this slightly weakened surface here, and head through, and find another save point. That's good, it's been a while since we last saved. But I'm going to pass it for now. and continue heading to the right here. It seems like we're being greeted with some more strange rocks, kind of like how we saw in Criteria. Ooh, item, I want, gimme, gimme, gimme. But we can't get to it. But you know what? No item will elude me forever. Maybe if we're just crafty enough, we can figure out a way to get to it. And by crafty, I mean just blowing stuff up. That seems like a logical thing to do. But it seems like it's another one of those unknown items. So, in a very similar fashion to the one that we saw in Criteria, this item won't give us a power-up to our suit or anything like that, but it will allow us to eliminate these strange blocks. Which is handy enough for the time being, I suppose. Let's get rid of these slimes here. Throw some bombs to get rid of them that quickly. Alright, shoot the hatch and head through. This room's a little annoying because you gotta take it slow if you don't want to take lots of damage. Because there's these fly enemies and then some hopping enemies. Alright. I was lucky enough there that the hopping enemy kind of jumped in my shot, so I was able to freeze 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright, took a little bit of damage, but overall I'd say it's not too sloppy of a run. And we're greeted with yet another save room. Alright, not too bad. So we're just going to continue trudging on, because there's still plenty of area left to explore. And here we see the red slimes for the first time. They have slightly more health than the green ones, and when they die, their eyeballs will launch at you, and they can actually deal damage, so pretty gross, but pretty nasty defense mechanism too. So we're going to hop our way up here, and hopefully not do what I did by rolling into a ball. All we really need to do is form some handholds, and then head down here. Just keep blowing stuff up. That's the solution Samus always seems to take. Well, there's a conveyor belt, but I'm not really sure how we're going to get across since there's these platforms in the way, and they can't be destroyed. So, what do we do? Well, maybe we can ignore it. Maybe it's just there for show. Oh, but it's not there for show. Yep, so we're going to have to figure out how to get through them in order to get some missiles. So, we can actually blow up these little blocks underneath the columns to reveal a cannon, which will allow us to destroy those blocks. Boom. Once we've eliminated the third one, we can reveal one final cannon and have it hand deliver us to some missiles right there on a silver platter. So I hope you guys brought your bibs. Mmm, delicious. And nutritious. For us at least, not the enemies. They're the opposite of nutritious for the enemies. But once again, it seems we've kind of reached a circle. What do? Well, if you had a good eye, you probably noticed that in the room just beyond this enemy room here, there was a small crack in the floor that I kind of skipped over. Well, we're going to be taking that small crack in just a second once I get through these enemies here. I suppose I could skip them, but I'd take a lot of damage in the process, and actually I kind of want to conserve my health for the time being. And of course, as soon as I say that I want to conserve my health, I start taking damage. Oh well. Not that big of a deal, I only took a few points of damage. But yes, here's the spot that I was talking about. Blow it up with a bomb, and we're kind of stuck for the time being. So, the only thing we can do is try and head back up. Luckily those slimes dropped some health for me there, so now I'm back to full. Only thing is, I'm a little lacking in the missile department, but that's alright, I think I'll be able to get by. But why am I talking about needing a large supply of health and missiles? Well, if you take a look at the map, we're getting awfully close to our destination. So I'm sure a boss would be waiting for us. And indeed, I would be correct. So, here's the ugly mug himself, Kraid. He's the reason this whole region is named after him. He's one of the 2 generals or commanders, if you will, of the space pirates. So, this guy is actually really tough, especially on your first try. I actually died a couple times on my practice run this fight here. Let's see here. Alright, so what you have to do is you notice that he has 3 eyes. You're going to want to aim for the center eye that he has yeah, the center eye on his forehead there. When you hit him with a missile, he'll open his mouth and roar. What you're going to want to do is cram his belly full of missiles as soon as he opens his mouth. So he has a few methods of attack that you need to watch out for. First of which is he'll fling some fingernails at you. He'll also make a claw swipey attack like that. So the claw swipe will hit you if you're on that little platform to the left there. It's a little annoying, but this fight's really just a battle of attrition. It's slow and methodical, his patterns don't really change too much. However, as you do weaken him, you notice that he destroys more and more of the floor. So that's a little annoying, but ultimately it's not that bad. As long as you're patient, it shouldn't be that bad. Alright, so the way to get back up once all the platforms are taken out is he shoots these claw things out of his belly buttons. Man, this guy must have one crazy doctor. But anyways, just keep jumping and shooting, and eventually he'll go down. So we see that one mysterious room from the first episode kind of lit up. So I wonder if that second head would correspond to another boss of a similar fashion. If you're asking yourself that, then you're asking yourself the correct question, because the answer is yes. So what do we get for defeating Kraid here? Glad you asked. We get the speed booster. Gotta go fast! Now we're Sonic. But guys, I think now that we have the speed booster in our possession, I'm going to go ahead and call it here, and we'll show it off in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you then.